Here, nobody wants to bring in their child knowing that something happened to their child.
Working with a child advocacy center is likely the next step for the missing Monroe County teenager who's now safe in Wisconsin. Monroe County deputies say her adoptive father, Randall Pruitt, is charged with rape. Authorities found the girl last night near Madison. The sheriff's office says a detective is working to bring her back to East Tennessee. Court documents say deputies found emails from a phone showing pictures and videos of Pruitt and his 14-year-old daughter having sex in this house. The TBI tells us Pruitt has arrest records in 4 East Tennessee counties. Experts say this teenage girl has a lot of hurt ahead of her now as an alleged victim of sexual assault. 10 News reporter Shannon Smith found out what's next and how the state will help her through the process. Shannon?
Beth, when children under the age of 18 undergo trauma like a sexual assault, child advocacy centers get involved in Tennessee. It's their job to make them as comfortable as possible while going through some of the hardest times of their young lives.
The state's first step is to make sure this teenager has a safe home. DCS will decide whether that's at home with her mother, at a different family member's home, or in foster care. Then the Child Advocacy Center comes in.
The Child Advocacy Center is a child-friendly place. It's like a one-stop shop for services for children.
Experts say she'll get a medical exam and go through a forensic interview there.
It's neutral, fact-finding, it follows a protocol, and the child is able to tell their story.
Margaret Durgan has seen thousands of kids go through this process in her time as director of Anderson County's Child Advocacy Center.
This is something that people really don't want to know about. People don't want to know that bad things happen to children.
It's not just Durgan who helps people in tough situations in our area. Chris Evans directs the advocacy center that works with Monroe County. She says if this case goes to trial, it won't be for at least 2 years.
That's just the judicial system, unfortunately.
But she says forensic interviews are video recorded, meaning it's unlikely the young victim will ever have to testify in court.
When you look at that forensic interview and you watch that child have to talk about what happened, and you see how their body language changes, you see how their eyes, they don't look at you in the eye anymore. You see their discomfort, you see the pain, you see the hurt. It's hard to try to explain that away.
The Advocacy Center will be there to help the teen through the process with therapy resources available.
It's not up to children to protect themselves.
Pruitt is being held without bond. Evans says he'll likely stay in jail until a trial date or if a plea deal is made. Beth?
All right, Shannon, thank you.